Alright, so we're on the Black Clover 287, and Asta's real cold in this chapter. At the very end, he comes in smoking on that devil pack, a nice little two-piece. But we're gonna start off at the beginning a little bit more, where Nacht's kind of struggling right now against these two devils. He's given everything he's got, and he's just kind of saying that he knows his limits and that there's not much he can really do, and he's prepared to die. And we get a flashback to when he's at Morgan's grave, kneeling over him. We don't know if it's exactly when his funeral was or if he's just visiting a different time, but Yami shows up and says that he's going to become a captain of his own squad. And he asks, not or yeah, no, he's like, hey, I want you to be the vice captain, because that would be even funnier than me being the captain, and then we can laugh about it, kind of just more like old times, a little similar. And this is when he's kind of saying, not saying that he can't be like Morgan, and he shouldn't be, because his goal is to exterminate all the evil with evil while he's in the shadows. So he's working behind the scenes, kind of like Sasuke currently in Boruto, whatever. I make so many Naruto references all the time, and I don't even like Naruto that much. But then we get to see him talking to two of his little devils, and he asks them if they're ready, and he's going to have to push his limits right now, like we heard him say last chapter, and he uses a new devil union where he mixes Gallus and Felis. So I guess this is pretty even like balance of like offensive and defensive capabilities, because before it was kind of like if he went full offense, yeah, he was able to get a few powerful hits in, but he would be left open. Or his defense ones, I mean, all he could do was just kind of take a few hits, but like again, it's just he can't really stand up to these devils, and that's what he says, because he has mid-ranking devils. I don't know if that was confirmed before, but he has all mid-level ones, and they're high level, so big power difference. So he uses he uses his shadow magic, Rain of Atonement, and it just starts kind of grabbing them everywhere, hands flying all up from the ceiling and the ground, just everywhere, complete and total darkness. And then it looks like there's this kind of like ceiling done, trying to help keep them in there, because he says he's trying to play this eternal tag game in hell. And we've heard him say that before, tag of hell, tag game in hell. I'm not sure how it's like quite supposed to be translated, but he gets hit really bad, and he's confused because his magic just seems to be completely destroyed by them. And then that's when it gets revealed that the magic that they both have are the all burning and all freezing. So yeah, I mean, it's just fire that's going to burn everything it touches, and ice that's going to freeze everything it touches. So I guess that applies to shadow and space and light itself. Just, I don't know, it's kind of weird to think about what they could do, just because time manipulation is a thing. So spatial manipulation is a thing, because obviously Langris uses spatial magic, and so does Langris and Finral, yeah. And there's other spatial magic. So I'm just kind of wondering if they can just kind of break all like laws of physics and just rules of the universe in general, and if they could here comes the Naruto reference again, if it could just be all burning, the Amaterasu just hit something with its flames, because we don't necessarily know if this guy is red or black or blue flames, whatever it could possibly be. There's a Dobby reference. Oh my god. So yeah, I don't know. That'd be quite interesting if, they could just, burn through anything, including darkness or light. That's definitely not something we've seen kind of be explained yet. But yeah, that's when they start losing it. Devils are having so much fun, because he keeps pushing his limits and pushing his limits, and obviously he's nowhere even close to being able to compare with them. And I definitely don't think he would be able to do like any serious damage to them. And they're going off just psychotic. That's so good. Let's squeeze him till he's empty. I love it. Let's do it. Let's kill him. And this is when Not realizes that since the beginning they're having fun, and they're talking about how they can't hold it anymore. They want to kill him. They're having this bloodthirst just like ooze out of them. I'm rewatching Hunter x Hunter right now, and I'm at like the pretty early. I think I just hit season 2, but in the forest arc where Gon is like watching Hisoka right after he fights with Kurapika and Leori, whatever, and he's just like staring at this tree, and he's like, I got all worked up, and he's just like bloodlust oozes, and all his nen goes crazy, and just like scares Asta. That's kind of like what I'm feeling from these guys. It's just like this like bloodlust just emanating, and this is when he's saying that there's no human who can win against these high-ranking devils. And then we get Asta to swoop in, and he says, but if there was someone, it would have to be the anti-magic. So he comes in, And like I was saying, he cuts off that hand. He just has that very determined look. And the one looks down. I think it's the female one because I'm pretty sure there's a male and a female. Looks down and just says, "Huh?" Like we got cut. Like it's something that maybe hasn't happened in a really long time, or just maybe has never happened in general. Maybe the devils have only ever gotten hurt by similar devils, and whenever they've been to this human world, they've always just kind of dominated. Frankly, obviously the first Magic King, whatever, at whatever point defeated like that one big devil, but we don't know how that one compares to these ones or whatever. Blah blah blah. Size isn't necessarily everything. And then I like this little line from Asta that he throws in at the end when he says, "What are you doing to the sub captain of the Black Bulls?" Which I kind of like that. I don't remember if it was necessarily said that because Jami got taken and was captured that Not is, officially the like acting captain or the substitute captain. But I mean, it definitely makes sense, and it was a very cool line. You kind of see like Notch just like facing. He's like, "Holy shit, I almost just died." And I don't know if that's necessarily what Not wants. I don't know if he wants to die and maybe be freed from all his guilt and all the like trauma he carries around or what. But I really like this chapter. I'm interested to see like how Asta does because he's in his Devil Union form. We do get to see him and Liebe are joined currently. But yeah, definitely. Let me know what you guys think about this chapter. I really enjoyed it. I gave My Hero a 7.8 yesterday. I still want to keep grading these chapters. I think it was around the same thing, so I'm just gonna give this one like a 7.5 because I think it was almost as good as the My Hero chapter. Not comparing series, not trying to, but definitely know what you guys thought. If you want to leave a like and a sub, all that, thank you, and see you.